Welcome back to King Narai. Today we're going to be discussing the best bots for defense in Transformers Earth Wars. Now, max level, which my HQ is not, you get 5 of them, so I have 5 picks for today. What a better time to do it than in this current event where at the top you got a 5-star blaster slash soundwave crystal. Now, of course, my alliance wasn't able to do it. We could use some help. And I think I joined A1 Hands of Steel. I think it was that. They did a good job. They helped out. We kind of helped their younger groups. I mean, it was amazing. Anyway, the big deal here is that, in my opinion, Blaster slash Soundwave is the best in the game. I won't even go in order, but there's two that you really. There's three. There's three that you really want to have, and you want to have them at their best version, so 5-star. But you want we'll go here. You want a good swoop, you want a good blaster, and you want a good chromia. Chromia only goes up to 4-star. So that's the only one you have to worry about there. But we got chromia here, and then we have swoop and blaster. The reason why is because once you get up into a high level base, people are going to attack you with combiners. If you're low level, then Gnaw, Dinobot, and Blaster are going to be good because you can swarm and that deals a lot of damage. That helps you greatly. But once you get to the point where combiners are attacking your base, you want a good swoop. What I have on mine, currently, it's 5-star. Once I get it, I'll be putting 5-star Big Daddy on him because he sits there and shoots long range missiles at combiners, so absolutely fries them. And then I have the firing mission at level 11, so like it just absolutely destroys combiners, which is what you need. And then the special ability damage just so he deals more damage. That's what I would put there. And I would put swoop. If you're gonna angle it, put it close to behind your base because a lot of people, if they know they might have to deploy bots, they'll intentionally set off all the outposts all the way up to the HQ, and then they'll then they'll spawn their combiner so that the combiner can kill all the bots, and then all they'll have to do is just take out the HQ. But if you have a swoop close to your base, when you send somebody to do that, then the swoop's just going to be waiting for the guy to combine over here, and then he's going to go on his firing run and deal quite a bit of damage. So that's what I would say about him. The next most important has to be Chromia. It just has to be Chromia. You know, like I said, I have the 4-star version, but what she does, she puts down a shock turret, or like it's like a shock tower that freezes enemies close to it. So I would put this closer to the beginning, but you want to have it in an area where a lot of your defenses are shooting. And she's nasty. I put Solus Prime on her. I wish she had a 5-star. We have all these 5-stars in the game, and she's still a 4-star. She's one of the best bots in the game, but you give her the Solus Prime, spawns a turret in, and then I also gave her a Trip Up. Now, the way I do my combat bots, if I have a 5-star, it can only have a 5-star or a 4-star combat bot, and then a 4-star can only have a 3 or 4-star. I have a whole list for it. It's very specific. So the highest tier I can use is Trip Up 3. But if you want to just go ahead and do it, then use Trip Up 5. It's going to be way more helpful. But it's going to speed her up, so she's dealing more damage. It's going to speed the defenses up around her, so it's dealing more damage. Then, of course, she's going to spawn that turret in. She's going to spawn that tower in that shocks him. Turret that's dealing damage. And then she herself holds a little gun. Now, I've seen some people use Tricerashot on her. And I've seen some people win some crazy matches with that because she's healing. I don't know why it deals so much damage with her, but it does. But it takes away from her freeze gun. She has an automatic freeze gun that freezes every second. Tricerashot does it every 5 seconds. So I feel Trip Up making her move faster is a better improvement there, especially for defense, because it also helps the other defenses while also dealing damage. But yeah, that's a nasty defense to run into. The third most important, you do want a Swarm bot. I won't even worry about that right now, but it can be Dinobot, Gnaw, or Blaster. Blaster we'll talk about now is going to be 10 times better, and the reason why, where's he at? Oh, right here. Boom. Deploy 4 minions into battle. Once I level this up, it's at level 10 now because I just got it this event. Once it's level 11, it's 50% HP and then 80% damage. And then the reason why it's so good, on top of the fact that it can swarm, is if you then put your Generation 1 blaster on and upgrade that. Mine is 7.4. I think you upgraded to max. It's like 8 seconds. That's 8 seconds of stun each robot. So if they kill one robot and they kill the next one and then the next one, so it's not all at the same time, which, yeah, an ability could probably kill them. But if it's a high level, probably not. You kill each of them one at a time. They get stunned for 8 seconds, each one of those that they kill. So that's 32 seconds that they're just going to be stuck in an area, taking damage from everything that's in that area. Blaster's just overpowered at that. And then, right, you do that, but then you go ahead and put, I don't have it at the moment, but I will soon. You put 5-star sidetrack on them. And let's see, do I have a sidetrack? Yes, I do. All right. Sidetrack has blah 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 health and blah 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 damage. If the robot dies, it then basically respawns for a second time with immunity for 10 seconds or however long based on the level, and then still dealing damage. So it basically has two more robots that come out, but one that has immunity for 10 seconds. So in other words, this thing is just broken. You put a sidetrack 5 on him with a maxed out Generation 1 core and then maxed out 5-star blaster. This is going to be the best bot you can ever dream of on defense for Swarm. And then I would say the next one you want to get, I got lucky pulling it, Twin Twist. I've never used them on defense, I'll be honest, but I have seen some top people. There's a YouTube creator, he's got like a bald head. I don't know his name or I would say it, but he makes good content here. And he was saying that Twin Twist is just one of the best for defense in the game. Now, that's good because it doubles your attack speed and increases your damage. I don't know why it's considered so good, but I guess it does it to a great degree. I'm just going to trust. I'm going to trust the pros. But I do know this thing can deal some damage. So when it comes out, whatever bot is getting hit by it, if it doesn't have a shield, then it does kill whoever's in front of them most of the time. So to pair with that, I would put Lionizer 4-star, who I don't have, but Lionizer 4-star because it regularly blasts people in the line, so once his ability's done, it'll deal damage to like the entire crew. And then once Twist dies, because once he finishes his ability, I think it also puts a shield up if I'm not mistaken as well. That kind of blocks damage, but once he gets killed, a new robot comes out, and then that has damage that is dealing. So it's just a very crazy addition with the already defenses you should have. And then on top of that, I don't have it at the moment, but I would put the Megatronus Prime core on him because it deals fire damage, great fire damage, by the way, crazy fire damage. Because, the attack damage on Twin Twist is already good. It gives you the increase once he's doing his ability. Those are going to be flames around you. And not only is it going to kill that one bot in front of it, but any bots that are close to it is going to kill. It then goes to his regular mode, dies off. You have the robot coming out. It's just very hectic. So when attacking me, I think I said that's 4 bots. My next one, I would say it's either Dinobot or Gnaw. It really doesn't matter. Dinobot I like because once you get him to level 11, he gives a speed boost. Let's see, healing received is, oh, wait, hold up. 25% attack and movement speed. He gives that to each one of those decoys, and that lasts forever. So as long as the decoy's alive, it's dealing technically more damage because it's doing it quicker and it's moving quicker. But then also the healing is a big thing. So on top of Dinobot, I would put Amalgamus Prime. A lot of people put that on Twin Twist and then put Twin Twist on defense because that's great, but Twin Twist dealing fire damage is great. While, right, Dinobot, who is just kind of a swarm guy, so he's going to take a lot of damage, has a built-in 20% boost to the healing. So if you're getting 1%, 1% there, then you're basically getting 1.2, but it's still a huge buff compared to Twin Twist. Twin Twist just gets the 1. He gets the 1.2, and that's for every attack that he deals. And when you have, 3? I think it's 3. I think he deploys 3 minions. 3 other minions dealing damage, it gets quite exemplary at healing you. That's for sure. Now, the exception to that, I have a person in my alliance right now who has the 5-star Gnaw. Gnaw is also a good option. I'm going to take a look at my 4-star one real quick because I don't have 5-star. Alright, 4-star Gnaw at level 11. Oh, it gives you 6 of them. So originally he has 4, you now have 6, and then they have more of your health, which is always great. It goes up to 63%. That's decent. And, oh, no, 63% of your damage, excuse me. and it keeps 30% of your health. That's good, but then they also explode when they die, and that deals heavy damage, and that deals them to an entire crew. So if you run into a Gnaw right up front, and that's like your main defense, then a Gnaw at 5 star or a heavily upgraded Gnaw is going to help you. The only thing is, once you get high level, I think Dinobot might be better. Like, Gnaw will deal more damage, but Dinobot's going to stay alive longer. His bots are going to deal damage quicker. I can't even say that. It really depends. Gnaw is like a sacrifice guy. If you're just running one defense up here, then definitely Gnaw. But it's either Gnaw or Dinobot, whichever one you think. Gnaw is going to have the explosive power, while Dinobot's going to stay alive longer. I can't even guarantee that, but yeah, basically. Also, if you run Null, I would highly recommend putting 4-star sidetrack on Null. And then as for Dinobot, I put 4-star Children. So what that's going to do is occasionally spawn something that also disables defenses all the while. So, a 12-minute video quickly. I don't have a squad strong enough to walk through the front door of my base and survive, but we'll still show it anyway in a second. But basically, what you're running into, if you run straight up the middle, you're setting off Dinobot. Eventually, you're setting off Chromia, which is going to freeze you. And then you're setting off Blaster, which is going to put a whole bunch of mobs around you. Or not mobs, saying mobs. Whole bunch of bots around you. You kill one of them, that's going to stun you for a while too. So it's going to take you time to get up through my base unless you like rush it. And then in the back, you're setting off Swoop, which if you don't use a combiner, he's frying your entire team. Like, Swoop hurts. He really hurts once he's leveled, and mine is pretty much dead on max. And then you also have Twin Twist. That's just going to burn your team away. I'd be amazed if you got this far back without using a combiner or without specifically rushing them. Like, if you brute force through my base, props to you. You deserve to win. In fact, if you could take all my Energon and like actually take it from me, I wouldn't even be mad. Now, this is my best squad. I'm gonna run it right against my base, right up the middle, so y'all can see. It's just they're not gonna survive long enough, and then I also don't have Twin Twist. But yeah, all right, here. We're just gonna try to get rid of that. We're gonna put a healer out right now. Put some decoys up so they're not getting fried as bad. All right, still hurting. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that, and we'll put an airstrike, say there. All right. So Chromia just sold the bag where she placed the shock thing. It's barely shocking anybody, but it's still doing a good job of keeping them stunned. We haven't even set off sound. Wait, oh, they went all the way to the. Oh, okay, yeah. That's my best squad, by the way. And really, I have no film to show that can demonstrate what I'm trying to prove because I just got Soundwave and everything else was being run through. But you got to trust me. A team of this, either Gnaw, Dinobot here, have a good Blaster, have a good Chromia, and then have a good Twin Twist slash Swoop, or not slash Swoop, but Twin Twist and Swoop as your 5. It'll deal with any bots. The only way you get killed is with a combiner. Now that's just in my opinion because they have to send a combiner to kill everything unless their Titan shoots over and like destroys the little stun turret or does something major. As long as these guys are upgraded, I don't see a squad that's just going to easily wipe through them with defenses there as well. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope that helps you. Those are the 5 bots.